Did you hear about the case of Heidi Broussard? She was strangled to death by her best friend in order to kidnap her 3-week-old baby girl. Megan Faramuska plotted the kidnapping and murder for months, attending prenatal appointments with Heidi, faking her own pregnancy, and even being present at the birth of baby Margot. This is one of the wildest cases I've ever researched. Take a deep dive with me on what led up to the tragic fate of Heidi Broussard. I'm Shani Allure, and this is The Darkest Side of Crime. Heidi and her newborn daughter went missing on December 12, 2019, after she dropped her son off at school. Her fiancé, Shane Carey, started to panic after Heidi did not return to school to pick their son up. She couldn't be reached by phone, and it was said that no one had heard from her, including Megan, or so Megan says. A search began on December 13th, and her husband and parents all stated that she did not leave on her own. The FBI's Child Abduction Response Team helped local and state authorities in this investigation. Now, to understand this case completely, we must go into the months before this tragic event and the background of Megan Faramuska. Megan had only one prior accusation, which she was cleared of due to lack of evidence. The charge was theft. She was accused of stealing money from a check cashing place where she worked. Now, from what we know she was capable of, theft is something I personally believe she wasn't above doing, but it couldn't be proven. She was smart in that regard, but not so much in this one. During the theft case, her lawyer had no inclination that she was pregnant. She never stated that she was, and she didn't appear to be pregnant either. But she told her boyfriend that she was pregnant. Megan told her boyfriend, Chris Green, that she was pregnant only a day after he broke up with her. My guess is she began this plot for the sole purpose of keeping the relationship going. When she failed to actually get pregnant, she resorted to a darker plan: to kidnap her best friend's child and pass her off as her own. Megan's own family had been talking to different podcasters and YouTubers, alleging that she was crazy and that she wasn't even trusted around their own children. Chris told investigators that he never had any reason to believe Megan wasn't actually pregnant, and that he never looked under her shirt to confirm pregnancy throughout the months. Now, it's kind of weird how you can spend so much time with someone and they wouldn't notice anything strange, especially with the changes a woman's body goes through while pregnant. Moving on. In the days leading up to the discovery of Heidi's body, investigators found that Megan Googled Heidi's name over 60 times. And a Google search for bodies found in Austin, Texas was also performed by Megan. Megan also deactivated her Facebook account after Heidi went missing. Neighbors told investigators they saw a white female carrying an infant to a car with the matching description and registration to Megan Faramuska. When detectives questioned her, she denied being in Austin at the time of Heidi's disappearance. She told investigators that she was in labor at a birthing center. She said that she told her boyfriend Chris that she was at the beach. The next day, she returned home with a new baby. Investigators showed Chris a flyer of the missing child, and his response was, "That's the baby at my house. What are you waiting for? Go get that baby." And you know what? Good for you, Chris. Too many times, bystanders often try to protect their loved ones when they are accused of wrongdoing. The way he stood up for that baby is commendable. Megan Faramuska, 37, of Austin, Texas, was arrested on December 19, 2019, after the body of Heidi was discovered in the trunk of a car parked at her residence. The baby was found inside the home unharmed, thank God. Imagine being strangled to death with a dog leash by your best friend of 20 years, who you met when you both were 11 years old at a church camp. Crazy, right? Megan Faramuska was convicted and sentenced to 55 years in prison after pleading guilty to the 2019 murder and kidnapping. What makes this case especially haunting is not the crime itself, but the hand that carried it out. Heidi's life was taken not by a stranger, but by someone she trusted, someone she called a friend, a best friend. The betrayal at the center of the story is what lingers long after the headlines fade. It acts as a reminder that sometimes the darkest dangers are hiding in the most familiar faces. Heidi was a mother, a daughter, a friend, and a fiance, and she was taken from those who loved her by someone who was supposed to. Our thoughts and prayers are with her family. May her beautiful baby girl grow up knowing how truly special her mother was and how her story tugged on the heartstrings of millions. That was a trip into the darkest side of crime. I'm Shani Allure. Stay safe, stay aware,